Hi, ladies. Ready to look hot and feel great over 40? Welcome to Sexy Boss Slimdown with me, Heather Havenwood. Brought to you by e2lab.com. Detox your body, rebalance your life. Hi, everyone. Welcome to Heather Havenwood Sexy Boss Slimdown. We are on week 13, I think.
I think that's right.
I think so. This is Heather Havenwood and Linda M. Stevens. We are talking about we're week 13, countdown to in the middle of August for a competition that I'm doing. So we're doing figure prep and we got a lot going on. But before we get started on what's going on with me, we got to congratulate Linda for just stepping off a stage 48 hours ago or less. So how was the IFBB Pro for you?
Oh, it was a blast. It was a great day. Full of, making new friends and new contacts and seeing old friends and competitors and just a lot of bonding, really good bonding experience. If anything, it's always a great time to see people that you haven't seen in a while that are all pretty miserable like you are, but the day of, it's like everybody comes together and it's fun and happy. And
I miserable? I'm miserable. So tell me about the day though for you. How did you feel getting on stage? How did you feel in the dieting process? I mean, you've done this, you're old school in this, but like people want to know what's like the day of. Do you eat a lot? Do you not eat? How did you feel?
I felt good actually. The show was local. It was in White Plains, which I live only about 20 minutes away. So I stayed home on Friday. And normally when I compete, I have to travel. So I'm in a hotel. So it was nice to be in my house and I didn't have to lug food everywhere. I just made my meals when I needed to. And I got to sleep in my own bed. So I went to bed at 10 and I slept till 6. And it was all very civilized this time, And I mean, I had my spray tan Friday, so I was a little freakishly dark, but my kids haven't seen me like that in a while either. So it was funny because my daughter came home from school and she looked at me and she was like, whoa. So they just sort of stop and look at you like, whoa, okay.
You look dark, girl. Let's talk about that. How many tans did you get? Because you were texting me like, I'm going back to get another tan. So tell me how many spray tans you got. And then the day before, day of, walk us through
the Friday before, I was sprayed in the morning at 11, and then I was sprayed again in the evening about 7 p.m. So I'm sprayed twice.
That's not the
airbrush
you get down the street. That's hardcore pro.
It's competition color. It was done by Pro Tan and Carla Salati and her team, who are amazing.
So you get it again in the morning of that morning?
Yes. So the morning of, we get sprayed. I actually got sprayed a couple times in the morning, Friday or Saturday morning. I went in and got sprayed again. Then they put some other stuff on you. Then they give you this bronze coat that really seals the deal. I mean, and then you are so dark. It's crazy. But it makes you look so good. And your muscles just look full and your skin looks beautiful. And then they shine you. So before you go on stage, you go back over to the tanning people who not only tan you, but they bikini bite you, which is something we do before you go on stage. You glue your suit to your body so that your bottoms don't ride up into your booty crack. You don't lose a boob when you turn into one of your poses. You got to glue your top to your chest. You got to glue your suit to your butt. And so they do that. And then once they're done with that, they put this shine stuff all over you and it just makes you radiate. So it's a whole process, but it's amazing how it just all comes together. And I had my hair done in the morning. I had my makeup done by my makeup artist that I like to use, Amanda Eva, who's amazing. And it's just I have pictures on my Facebook page. It's just it's amazing how it all comes together. So you feel the final week cruising in.
Yeah. How do you feel? What do you eat? Nothing, like pancakes? What?
No, kind of cruising in. I stayed low carb all the way in. And then on Friday, I started adding in some sweet potato, but I hadn't had sweet potato in a while. And normally it doesn't bother me, but it was starting to give me a little GI distress, if you catch me. And so we switched back over to rice and rice cakes. So I was doing that on Friday. And then same thing on Saturday, carving up a little bit. And then, just tired. It's normal to feel tired. You're stressed. It's like you're moving around a lot. You're standing there getting spray tan and you're standing dry, and it's just, you're tired, you're fatigued, and you're just trying to hold it all together. And
so what's your water intake? What's your water intake that last week and the day of?
It's probably different for everybody. For me, I had my water was still pretty normal on Thursday, about a gallon or so, and then Friday was about a half, and then Saturday really, you just take little sips to keep your mouth from being really, really dry, because once you're tanned and all ready to roll, last thing you want to do is keep going to the bathroom, and then it splashes, you mess up your tan all over the back of your, it's just so, you're just barely taking a sip just to keep your lips dry. I mean, moist, and that's it.
Right.
So
interesting.
So, it's interesting and it just keeps you dry, but like the food helps because you are eating, but you're not drinking much. But then on Sunday, it's always this, like, really, for me, I always get this headache, and I get very fatigued just from being dehydrated and not having enough water. So even today I feel better, but I still feel like someone hit me upside the head with like a 2x4. Like my eyes are bugging a little bit. I just feel tired. Like I didn't go to work today. I made sure I canceled all my clients last week for today. So, you definitely need a few days of good rest and water. And
so how do you eat post? Because I think a lot of the girls, I remember my first competition, I don't know what I was doing, but I remember they all like raced out and got drunk at pizza.
Oh God.
That's the worst.
Yeah. And talk to them the next day and see how they feel.
Right. They're like, oh, that was not a good idea.
Yeah, it's not, because a couple things. One is you've been eating such smaller amounts more frequently, so your body's not used to large amounts of food at one time. So when I always tell all my clients, look, go out after the show, have some food, go out and eat, enjoy something that you want to have, but don't gorge yourself with cookies and pizza and alcohol or burgers and fries, because you're just going to have a lot of gastric distress.
Yes.
And they never listen, and they call me the next day and say they're so bloated, they feel terrible, or they got sick, or they have diarrhea, or they're like, when's it going to go away? And I'm like, probably in like 2 or 3 days, because it's really going to clear, your system's in shock. You can't just dump all that fat and oil into your intestines when it hasn't had it in like months.
Right.
But so I went out to dinner with friends, and I had salmon and vegetables and rice, and I had some guacamole and salsa and chips. And I tried to, I didn't overindulge, but I had some things I enjoyed. And then I went to bed, and I got up the next morning and had a nice breakfast. And, so you don't feel that bloated, like food baby. Some people call it food baby, it's like,
food baby. Yeah. I remember having that. Like there's this food baby.
It's bad.
It's bad. And last time I did one, and this was 2 years ago, it was my birthday. The day of I did it, my birthday. The next day, my sister and Corby put a big birthday party together for me at his bar. And I got drunk. I had like 3 drinks, maybe 4. And you got to understand, 2 for me in just normal state is a lot. 4 where I've been so clean for so long, and let's just say I puked.
Yeah, absolutely.
That night, it was bad. It was one of the worst hangovers of my entire
right. Because you're already dehydrated, and alcohol will dehydrate you even more. So
way more than in my 20s in college, because at least then I was eating stuff. You know what I mean? And then I'm literally had nothing in my stomach, and been like that for a while. So anyway, I'm curious for people listening. I'm now going out. I think I'm on week 12. Actually, I need to look at that. Week 12, week 13. Ending week 13, and I'm moving into that. I'm moving into, you've upped my cardio.
Yes.
40 minutes a day.
40 times a day.
I feel like that. Sorry. 40 minutes a day. And I'm doing all that in the morning. There's rare that I'm breaking that up. Just timing. I kind of start doing it, and then I'm like, oh, screw it, I'll just keep going.
Just finish it. That's good.
Yeah. So there's sometimes I'm breaking it up, but it's rare. It's starting to get like more and more rare. Just got back from the gym just now. I'm at my weigh-in right now is 157 as of this morning, bright and early, doing naked that's one thing I have to say, ladies, make sure when you do your weigh-ins, you are naked. Like nada, nothing, no nothing. So, because it does mess with stuff. It really does. Like no watches, no bras. Like just go plain.
Just get on.
Get on. So I did that 157, which I'm not happy with. But I've been under an extreme amount of stress lately.
Correct. Okay.
So just mental stress. Have I been doing on my food? I'm not eating enough. I'm doing well on the food, right? So I'm pretty much doing the same thing. Turkey, broccoli.
Okay.
Broccoli. I have my Ezekiel bread. I have my almond butter when needed, when requested. But really, I'm not getting all the meals in. That's the biggest thing. As far as the food, I'm doing okay. Out of total stress out on Saturday, I had some chocolate. 70% chocolate. I was just like, I need something. So I was just beyond stressed, and I was massive craving for all kinds of crazy stuff. But that one, I said, I'm going to have some chocolate because I needed to like calm down a little bit. Not saying that was the best, but it was that or a big hamburger. I was like, I need something to chill me out. So, and I get cravings. I get cravings for chocolate, like beyond cravings. And I've heard that's a low in, what do you call it? Not metabolism, low in magnesium.
Magnesium.
And I just come off my time of the month. And that's usually when I get it.
Okay.
And I thought I could probably push through it. And I just didn't. I caved on that one. That's really the only bad thing, I moved away from, and that was on Saturday.
Okay.
But other than that, yeah. So we're at week 13.
Okay. So a couple things on that. One is, when you're under stress or feeling stressed, and it doesn't really seem to, we all have stress, but it comes and goes, or we release it, or situations resolve themselves, whatever, and we move on. But if it's continual, the issue with that is your body starts releasing cortisol, which is a stress hormone, which causes you to hold on to belly fat. So it's that whole fight or flight mode. Your body, goes into like closed down mode, just holds on to everything. So, couple things. One is, sometimes through exercise and stuff that can help relieve stress. But if that doesn't help, you could try meditation, or try, to sit just quietly and try to quiet your mind. And, I try to do that at times too, when I'm feeling like I'm under stress, because dieting is stressful enough. And then when you add life stuff on top of it, it can be even worse. And I know when I was going through my prep too, there was a period of time when I was under a little bit of stress. And my coach was like, look, you got to figure out how to, handle this, release it, control it, whatever you got to do. But it's totally, causing your progress to slow down, because the scale just got stuck and I couldn't get it to move.
So can you walk through that a little bit? Why? Here's a couple questions I have, because women hear that. I hear that stress hurts you, but I don't think people really understand. Like for me, I don't really get it. One, why is that? Why is it the movement stops? And then two, can you give us some just more direction on what you suggest? Just sitting 10 minutes and relaxing will help the stopping of the release of the cortisol, or cortisol blockers?
It won't stop it. But I think sometimes if we can just take like quiet time and just sort of try to calm our minds a little bit and get a handle on whatever it is that's stressing us. Because sometimes we make things, worse than it can be. And I find sometimes meditation will definitely help you just sort of, if you can just quiet your body and find like a place that you can go to where you can just sort of let everything go for a little bit. It gives your body a break. Because when you're constantly in that panic, not panic, but panic stress, tense, constant feelings, your body's just freaking out. So, and your cortisol levels, like I said, cause you to hold on to belly fat, because your body feels like it's being attacked on some level. So it's just going in complete shutdown mode, and it's holding every energy that you have. It's using that to fight the stress or to help you stay somewhat regulated. So nothing else is going on, in your body. Your body is just in a fight or flight mode, trying to survive. So, anything that you eat or do, it's just holding on to everything, because it's just in that panic state. So, cortisol levels just affect everything when it starts going up. It just makes you feel, you can get a headache, you feel tired, you're stressed, you crave chocolate. like just all those bad things that go on. You have pain in you can have physical pain, stomach pains,
I've had a lot of
body
pain
aches.
Yeah, a lot of body aches.
You can't sleep. You can't rest. So, it does nothing. It does nothing good. So, and then on top of that, you're not eating that much, and you're doing start to facts. I'm not going to let you, until you can find a place to go where you can calm down, bring everything sort of neutral, and let your mind rest. It's helpful, but that's not. Sometimes it's not always realistic. But if you can find a point in the day where you can just sit down and try to calm your mind and think about something that makes you feel good and happy, it can reverse some of that. Some people like to use like essential oils and stuff like scents and things to help them feel relaxed and calm down, which is something else people can try also. But usually it's, trying to find the source of the stress and then try and, in any way that you can try to alleviate that. For me, it was a situation going on for me during my prep. And finally I was just like, okay, enough. I have to take this stress out of my life. And then once I did, I felt so much better and I started to move forward. So
I'd love to say I could take it out.
I know.
Like
I know. And that's not always realistic.
Give me an AK-47 or something. I'm kidding. So I hear that, but I can't, I'm just kidding. I'm totally.
Or even like sometimes workouts, sometimes it's hard, but sometimes your workouts can give you that stress. Quiet time. I find when I work out, I try to let my mind just quiet and focus on my workouts and just have that good conversation in my head with myself. I find when I'm working out is when I really get in touch with me, like and what I want and how I feel about things. I feel like I'm really in touch then when I'm in my working out. That's why for me, when people are like, oh, you're gonna take a break now? And I'm like, no, I might take a few days off from the gym just to relax and rest. But my workout time is like so therapeutic for me. It's just my time to like decompress, think about maybe something that is bothering me. I find that my mind is clearer so I can make better decisions. So I'm like, no, my gym time is my me time. I could never give that up. So
today I went to the gym as I was just driving home from the gym when we started, and I was kind of irritated because I didn't have headphones on. I actually don't like to have headphones on, and I had all these people talking to me, and like they were following me around and talking to me, and I kind of wanted to be like, bug the fuck, can you bug off?
Right. That's why people in the gym wear those big ones now. They're huge. You can't miss those. Like, they don't want to be disturbed.
You can tell most people don't want to be disturbed. And usually it's fine with me. Usually I don't care. Usually because I don't have them on and everyone else does, most people just leave me alone and I leave them alone and it's fine. I kind of like to have that just complete quietness sometimes, and but today I should have brought my headphones and just be like, la la la, can't hear you.
So, I know. Like,
what? I can't. What? Did you say something? Because I can't hear you through this thing. So I just wanted to ask you that because I think women today, no matter what, they are stressed out. They're just stressed out. Family, significant other, kids, businesses, work, parents, older parents are just this constant stress. And so I don't think people really realize, and I'm just now realizing how much cortisol, this whole cortisol thing, affects you. And I don't know if maybe you had any other, like maybe I don't know if there was any kind of cortisol blockers or anything you suggest, or is it just really that simple just to really quiet the mind?
It's really, I say there's one supplement I like to use at night before bed. I think we may have discussed it. ZMA, zinc, magnesium. Okay, no. Zinc. It's zinc, magnesium, aspartate, and you take it before bed.
Okay, why didn't you send this to me a while ago? Hello, girlfriend. What?
Well, I'm sending it now.
Okay, great. Thank you so much. You're 3 weeks late. That's kidding. Okay. Go ahead. Zinc, what is it? Tell us what it is.
Zinc, magnesium, aspartate. So it's zinc, obviously, which is an antioxidant, which helps cells regenerate while you sleep, keeps your immune system strong. Okay, so helps with stress and keeping you healthy, keep your cells healthy while you're sleeping. While you're sleeping, your body releases growth hormone, And growth hormone helps to repair all your cells while you're sleeping. So that's why that's important. Magnesium obviously is a mineral that is calming. So it calms the body down. So people will take magnesium, say if they have, if they sleep restlessly or they get leg cramps or things like that. It calms your mind, it calms your body. So they work together nicely. And ZMA has also been shown to naturally raise testosterone levels, obviously, which helps build muscle. So, women that are listening, you are not going to become huge. So please don't misconstrue what I said. If it were that easy,
my God,
bodybuilders would just be taking ZMA. So but it will naturally help you raise your testosterone levels.
Which you need, ladies, you need.
We do need. Women we all need some testosterone. And as we get older, we make less. So, which is why women have a hard time building muscle as they get older. So it's a great supplement to use. You can get it in any health food store. I like Beverly International's brand, ZMA. You have to get that online through beverlyinternational.com, but you can go to your local vitamin store and get a ZMA supplement that will work just fine. And it'll help you sleep. So women will take 2 every night before bed. Men take 3.
Okay.
So you could try that. That will definitely help. It also helps with soreness and recovery and all that. So definitely a good plus. Help you rest better. So that's one thing I like to add in. But I think as far as stress goes, it really just comes from trying to manage it. So now, obviously, situations come up.
Yeah.
Lots of different situations come up. Health, if there's someone sick, if you have a sick relative, it's a long-term thing. You have to figure out how to deal with that, whether it's therapy or meditation or exercise or whatever it is. I have another client who has an ailing parent, and it's been dragging on and on and on, and she's very stressed, and she's having a hard time losing weight, but and she's probably not going to be able to move forward until her situation resolves itself, unfortunately. Sometimes breakups happen, or divorces, or kids, or this or that. I mean, it's all just trying to find a place that you can manage it all. It's almost like we have to compartmentalize as women. We have so many different moving parts in our lives, and just finding a place. Same thing. I have a lot of stress too, and I just try to manage it. I try to stay calm. I try to focus on positive energy, and that things are going to turn out the way they're supposed to turn out. And you just need to sort of believe the process and allow the energy of the universe to guide you every day, and just sort of put your faith out there to say, okay, and just try to find a way to manage it. I know it sounds.
No, it's very accurate.
It's really, it's worked for me, and I've been through, without going into my stuff, but I've been through a lot of stress in the last year and a half or so. And I've just really learned how to try to breathe, stay strong to my workouts, stay true to myself, and focus on what's important.
Yeah.
So, and move forward. So, and I know it's probably easier said than done, but we're all dealing with stuff. You are, I am, anybody else that's listening, we all have our stuff.
Yeah,
so, it's just about talking to friends and just trying to manage it, because it is really important. And I've heard that before with stress, it kills the competition and kills the body. But I think it's really important. So after this, I'm going to go get my ZMA for tonight. And I'm probably do some little 10-minute just meditation, because it's, I can tell my cortisol levels kind of. Put on some music, some peaceful music. I love to put on, I put the spa channel on. And I
love the spa channel.
The spa channel is and it just close your eyes and just listen to that music, and it just let everything go. Just even if it's 5 minutes.
And then I visualize a hot smoking Mexican dude coming by, rubbing my shoulder with some coconut oil, then a margarita in my mouth. No, I'm just kidding. I could visualize it. I
was around a lot of nice looking oiled up bodies on Saturday. That's for sure.
I bet you were. That was hey.
But it's so not like that. Everybody is so tunnel vision, just doing their thing. No one's looking at anybody else. It's just
when you get back there and people get half naked, you're half naked.
Nobody cares.
No one cares. Butts flying, boobs flying.
It's hilarious. It's like nobody looks, and if they do, they're just like, whatever.
They're just dealing with their own tan. And they're dealing with their own.
Everyone's so depleted and tired and was thinking about, food, a burger, or pizza, or whatever it is, guacamole.
I love the picture you sent me. You're getting the bikini butt, and you're like, you got your butt up. You're like, what's that? Yeah,
that was really funny.
The first time I ever got the bikini butt, I'm like, I was like, I guess they said you need to get bikini butt, and I said, what's that? I don't understand. Are you saying, do I have a bikini? I have a bikini. Do I have a butt a bikini? I mean, they're like, no, you the bikini. They're like, it's this glue stuff. It's called bikini butt. I need to wipe your butt with it so everything sticks. I was like, oh, I didn't understand. I feel like a moron. It
was great.
You looked gorgeous. Everyone go check her out, facebook.com/LyndaMStevens. And please say your website so people can check you out as well, just in case it's their first time hearing.
Yes, my website, you can get there two ways. One, Linda M. Stevens. Stevens is with a PH. Or you can go to figurefitnesstraining.com.
Awesome. And we have a new sponsor, we think. We can get a hold of them. Iconic Meals. We're like,
yes, we need to get with Todd at Icon Meals. So
Icon Meals. Okay.
Yes.
Because I'm traveling, and when you travel, you need to, get your meals handled and sent to you. So I'm traveling again soon, and I'll be scheduling that. I think in a week or two, I need to schedule that out. So this time I get them in big box of dry ice and put it in my fridge and my and walk around the city with my meals, which was really helpful. Except I sent it to I told them the wrong hotel, so in New York City. So I had to go to this other hotel and go, hi, you have my food. And they're like, who are you? I'm like, I'm not here. I'm at another hotel, and it's totally your competitor, and I need my food. They were like, you're weird. So anyway, and then I'm walking around New York with this food, and there's all these awesome food everywhere.
I know.
The hot dog stands and the
pretzels, the hot pretzels on the corner smell. I know, that's the best.
Oh my God, it was so hard. If you're like, you want to go out to dinner? I'm like, do not tip me. Do not tip me, because I will be like, let's go. So, but I highly suggest that when you do that, you're going to be dedicated. So, okay. Yes. And we're going to have another session this Friday, Facebook Live, at the go to our Facebook Live page, our Facebook page, Sexy Boss Slimdown is our group page. Feel free to go check that out. And this whole process, again, if this is your first time listening, this is really just about my process going through and losing weight. Right now, I've lost, how much have I lost? I think we started at like 167. So I'm at 157 today. So I'm at 10.
And it could even be a little bit less, like I said, because you're probably holding on to water.
I am holding on to water.
And so,
I feel it feels like it's less.
Right.
I haven't done pictures. I need to figure out either A, I need to figure out a selfie thing to do, or B, get some really weird neighbor to walk in here.
Or if you go to the gym, have someone in the locker room do it. I go after unassuming, poor, innocent people all the time. Like, hi, could you just take my picture? I got to put my suit on for my coach. And I mean, I know most of the people at my gym now, but I'm always like, or the cleaning lady that comes to, I'm like, just take a picture. And they're, they're like, what are you doing with those shoes? And but you can always grab someone in the locker room and just say, can you snap a front and back of me, please? I do it all the time. Poor people.
I'll do it there. A lot better than my neighbor. Like, hey, neighbor. You're like, why were you taking a picture of yourself in a bikini in the middle of nowhere?
Fellow female in the gym.
Yes, I will do that. I just did that the other day for a girl, actually. She asked me, and so I was like, sure. And so I will do that. I should actually, that's a really good idea.
The other good thing that you probably might want to do if you have time is just get like a full body massage. Get a 50-minute, just try to lay down, decompress, just work out some of that stuff, just that will help too with the fluid retention and everything.
I do need that.
It's like when you're under stress like that, and if it's continuous and it's going to be going on for a little while, it's like you got to try to find little pockets of when you can just release it for a little while, because that'll help. So whether it's listening to some quiet music for 10 minutes, what I do sometimes? Sometimes I'll just sit in my car. Like I'll just, like I'll pull in the garage and I'll just like sit there and listen to a song. And they're like, what are you doing in there? I'm like, I just, I take 5 minutes and just put my head back and listen for a minute and then I get out. But it's like, like whenever you can grab a stolen moment, just take it. It's like, and just try to just shut it out. I mean, I know it sounds easier. It's easier said than done, but it's like if you can just steal 5 minutes somewhere and just get away from everybody, or just if you
live. It's great advice, because I think that with me anyway, I schedule my life. I schedule it out. In fact, one of the things I'm dealing with this week, I promise you I'm going to do, is if you look at my calendar, it's just nonstop schedule. I don't schedule in 15 minutes to go eat even.
You have to do that. I do that. You know what? As a personal trainer, I do that. I'll be like, okay, 9:30, 10:30, 11:30, 12:30. And then now I'm like, you know what? I have a 9 to 10, and then I book my next client at 10:30. So it gives me a few minutes to run to the bathroom, sit down, eat my food, go to the bathroom again, get my stuff together, and then my 10:30 will walk in. And it's a little bit more civilized when you give yourself 15,
I'm not even doing
minutes.
that. I'm not even doing that. So what happens is sometimes I'm like, oh, I need to be late for 10 minutes, and now I look bad, So I'm actually going to take that on and look at my schedule and actually say, hey, I need 15-minute or 20-minute increments in between my schedule.
You know what else is nice too? And I know that, and I'm not condoning this or anything like that, but it's just something every now, like I like to, I'll jump I'll go to the tanning salon. I know, but and I'll jump in the tanning bed for like 10 minutes. But you know what? It's like 10 minutes of like quiet. It's warm. Like you can pretend you're on the beach. I'm telling you, it works.
That's actually a great idea.
It's so soothing because I just lie there and no one can bother you.
No one can bother you.
You can lock the door. It's like, it's awesome. Am I actually going to do it tonight? And I already have this freakish color. If you can still see that I'm still tan. But I'm like, I just go in there and sometimes I stand up or sometimes I lie down. If I'm really stressed out, I'll lie down. And I just chill for 10 minutes. And I'm telling you, it's like, it's a little bit of heaven. And I'm not saying do it, every day. Don't become a tanorexic. You know what I mean? But, and like I said, I don't condone it. I'm not condoning it because I know it's
one of the few places that you can go and no one can bother you. No one can find parents.
The problem with our society is that we don't understand moderation. So it's like, I'm not saying go to the tanning bed every day or something. I'm just saying like if you go once every couple days and then maybe meditate one day or get a massage, like get a foot rub, get a pedicure. I don't know, just do something that makes you feel good so you can just chill for a little bit.
Get away from the phone.
Yeah.
Get away from the computer.
Whatever it is.
Mm-hmm.
So but yeah,
true.
It makes you feel good. You feel warm all over.
There's this really cool place next to my house because my favorite thing to do in Vegas ever is to get the foot spas because they have you get to Vegas and they have an entire Chinese what do you call it, Chinatown, and you go to this one street and it's like foot spa. Well, they just opened one down the street from my house. So I'm super excited about that. So we'll wrap up. And this is Heather Havenwood and Linda M. Stevens. You check me out at heatherhavenwood.com. This is Sexy Boss Slimdown. I think we're week 13. And check us out on Fridays. We'll be releasing a new episode, and I think that's it.
And the lesson from today, the takeaway from today is learn to chill out.
That's the name of this episode, Chill the F Out.
Learn to chill out and just give yourself a break. I think as women, we are very hard on ourselves and we don't give ourselves a break, and it's okay to take a freaking break. It is. I do the same thing. I rush home to my kids and then I get home. One's on the computer, one's watching TV. They don't care. I could have stayed out. I'm like, what did I rush home for? Nobody even cares that I'm here. You know what I mean? So it's like, we have to chill out and give ourselves a break. So
it's actually really, you race home and you're like, hey, I'm here. And they're like,
yeah, whatever. Like, we didn't even know you were gone. I'm like, why did I come home? But most people relate to that. We feel guilty. Like, I've been away for like 3 hours. I better go home. And it's like, people are like, yeah, whatever.
Yeah. No, I do that with my dog. My dog comes home and they're like, I'm sleeping. Why did you come home for some reason? I'm like, I don't know.
It's us. It's all internal. It's like, we need to give ourselves a break and just,
especially with women. Men don't do that.
No, they do what they want to do. They'll go play golf for 8 hours and,
Yeah, they're like, why would I come home? No big deal. I'll just be gone all day Saturday playing golf.
Yeah. What's the rush?
Why do you want to get a massage for an hour? It's my golf.
Right. Exactly. So
anyway, all right, everyone, chill the F out. That is the name of this episode. So if you're just now listening to it, I'll be using the description. Okay, this is Heather Havenwood with Sexy Boss Slimdown. Thank you for listening to Sexy Boss Slimdown. I'm your host, Heather Havenwood. You can find more about me at heatherhavenwood.com. Also, our master nutritionist is Linda M. Stevens. You can find more about her at figurefitnesstraining.com. All of this is brought to you by our sponsor, e2lab.com. Detox your body, rebalance your life. e2lab.com. Thanks for listening. This is Sexy Boss Slimdown.